What good does it do a man to gain the world and lose his soul, and in the process invoke the wrath of God? See, when we talk about losing your soul, people think about losing your soul after you die. I ain't worrying about what happened after I die, to be honest with you, because I'm gonna be dead. Whatever happened after that, this body that I'm in right now, I can't do nothing about that. This body will be gone. This body will be in a grave somewhere, or burnt up, thrown in the ocean as ashes, which I prefer to be cremated and thrown in the Caribbean Ocean. But we got to talk about invoking the wrath of God while you're here. See, we skip over that part. Everybody always talking about heaven and hell. We ain't gonna talk about heaven and hell, because be perfectly honest with you, we don't necessarily know if they exist. I've never known anybody who went to either one of them and came back and said, boy, let me tell you, that place sure is hot. Or, oh man, I was so sad I had to come back down here with y'all, man. It's a wonderful place. I ain't heard nobody say that. But what we do know is the consequences and repercussions for your decisions in this life and doing the things you do to upset God. We do know that those things can come back and cause you some type of trouble in your life. We know that for a fact. So there are things we complain about as not just men, but as people who are striving to live the best life. We complain about fake friends. We complain about, as men, we complain about women with ulterior motives. Even women complain about men with ulterior motives when they become a little bit successful. We complain about scammers. We complain about deceivers. And we complain about haters. Well, here's the thing about all of those. All of those come with money and notoriety. If you ain't got no money, you ain't got no haters. If you ain't got no money, you ain't got no fake friends. Misery loves company. You and your friends, y'all all miserable together. Y'all having a loving, miserable time together. Women with ulterior motives, broke men don't have to deal with that. Deceivers, nobody deceiving nobody that's broke. Ain't nothing to gain by deceiving you. Haters, why hate on you? You envy me. Why would I hate on you when we're on the same level? I might be a level higher than you. See, so the number one basis of gaining the world, losing your soul, is money.
King Ray Ray in this bitch.
Fake friends. They come around when you make money. You up now. They see an opportunity in you that they didn't see before. An opportunity to come up. Now, either they have a skill that they can use to ingrain themselves into the fabric of your daily existence and your daily functionality in life, or they can figure out a way to try to take something from you, or steal something from you, or scheme something from you, or scam something from you. See, fake friends are your biggest scammers, deceivers, and haters. Nobody's going to randomly walk up to you that don't know you and say, hey, I got a deception for you. Hey, buddy, guess what? How about this scam? You know what? I never met you before, but let's be friends. It doesn't happen. That's why as you become more successful, you have to pull yourself away from people, because people will change. See, money doesn't change you. It changes them. They're the ones who change. They're the ones who view you differently. It's a shame that you can't be kumbaya with the same people you were kumbaya with before you got money. Another thing is this. You have to remember one thing. Money is not the root of all evil. The love of money is. And here's the tricky thing about the love of money. It is easy to fall in love with it once you have it. People who are broke are in love with the concept of making money. So when you think about people being in love with the dream of making money, how much more so can you fall in love when you actually have the money to fulfill those dreams? It's easy to count the blessing while forgetting the source of the blessing. It's easy to listen to the hype and all this. Hey man, I hear all the time, man, about, my content is great, man. God is using me, blah, blah. The reason why I bring God into the equation, because I want y'all to bring God into the equation. When you talk to me about whatever is happening in your life because of this content, I want you to remember that I said God so you can say God. You guys help keep me grounded just as much as I help keep y'all grounded, because we got to keep God on each other's mind. We alone as one man, we all face too much in the world. It's easy for us to get pulled away from God. But if we talk about him, if we give him the glory, if we give him the praise, if we thank him for the blessings, if we share our blessings with one another so we all can praise and thank God for the blessings that we all get, then we stay focused. We don't end up gaining the world, losing our soul, and in the process, invoking the wrath of God. You see, the reality of the scenario is this. You have to remember to give God the glory. That's how you keep from getting caught up. You got to remember the things that aren't money. You got to remember health. You got to remember waking up. You got to remember being able to hear the birds. You got to remember being able to see the sun. Man, you know how many people wish they could see the spring flowers bloom? Do you know how many people wish they could move to go to the lake and go fishing? Do you know how many people wish they could run around and chase their little boy around or chase their grandchild around? Do you know how many people wish they had access to not the things, not the ability, but the blessings that we have access to? Man, you got to count everything as a blessing. You can't do none of it yourself. You can't command yourself to wake up every morning. One of these days, boy, you're going to go to sleep and ain't nothing going to wake you up. That's going to be it. On that day, you can't say, well, I know it's my day, but self, wake up. When you understand how powerless you are, how really powerless you are, because no matter how much money and fame and success and protection you got, you can have an army protecting you and die in a car wreck. Money is a wonderful tool. The love of money is for a wonderful fool. Here's the wonderful thing, man, about life. People are miserable in life because they have a love for money. Even if they don't have money, they have a love for it. So everything around them sucks because they ain't got no money. So they can't enjoy the simple things in life.